No, you didn't read the title wrong. I still didn't watch it, the Joker movie, the sequel, but I'll be talking about why I think I'll be hating this movie, or at least not liking it that much. So I still didn't watch any of the promotional videos. I didn't saw any interview of the actors or of the director talking about that movie, but I saw some stuff online, mainly on YouTube, but I also read some small texts about this movie. So the first reason I think I'll not enjoy this movie is because the first one is already a completed story. The movie starts and ends, and it tells the story it wanted to tell. So there is, in my head, there is no reason for you to make another movie because the story is already told. And what we didn't saw in the first movie, we already know how it's gonna happen. So at the end of the movie, we have the Joker locked in the Arkham Asylum, and we don't see what happens next. But we already know he will find a way to escape and will fight Batman over and over because our Batman don't like to permanently deal with his villains. So we already know what is gonna happen. So I don't think there is a reason for a sequel. And the story is already told. The other reason I think I'll not enjoy this movie it's because of Lady Gaga. Because I saw her in American Horror Story on the hotel season, and her acting is it's not very good. Maybe she got better for the Joker movie, but by what I saw in the American Horror Story TV show, it was not good enough for me. So she would have to take a lot of classes to to be able to pull this movie right. So there is this other reason. And also I'm not a big fan of putting celebrities in movies. If you manage to do a movie with um, actors that most people don't know about, it would make me enjoy it a little bit more because the movie will become more believable because there is new faces that I didn't saw in any other place. So they just grab this famous woman and placed in the movie without the need of doing so. They could just have grabbed another actress that would even require less money to hire, but they just chose to get this super celebrity. So that's basically the two reasons why I think I'll not enjoy this movie. I can't tell which one is bothering me most because I really don't like unnecessary sequels or unnecessary remakes or prequels. So if you manage to do one single movie and tell the story you want to tell, I'll enjoy it more. And also doing the sequel just seems like they went to a easy cash grab. So we had this one movie that made a lot of success. So let's just push the maximum amount of sequels we can push, because most people will still pay the ticket to watch this movie. On the other hand, there is some other aspects of this movie that it's making me think that I will indeed enjoy it. So yeah, I don't know how to really feel about it. So one of this is because my expectations are really low at the moment, mainly because of those two aspects I mentioned before. So I really don't have high hopes for this movie to success, and I also already saw some reviews about the movie, and it seems like people aren't liking that too much. So that really helped to lower my expectations, and by what I saw on other movies, lower expectations are a key for you to enjoy something. So this happened to the Suicide Squad movies, both of them. When I watched the first one, I think it was like 1 year after it got released. So the movie um, got into theaters, people watched it, made reviews criticizing the movie, telling how bad that movie is, and I kind of forgot about it for a while, and but I still, you know, I still had these critics in my memory. So when I finally watched this movie, I kind of enjoyed it, mostly because of my lower expectations. So I was seeing so many people talking um, bad stuff about this movie that when I finally watched it, I didn't saw the movie as bad as I was told. And the opposite happened with the Suicide Squad movie, the one by James Gunn. So this movie got into theaters. People started making reviews about it and praising this movie, talking about how great it is and how better than the first one this movie is. And when I finally watched it, I had high expectations and I got disappointed by the movie. So it ended that I enjoyed the first one more than the second one, which is not how how most people saw these two movies. But it was mainly because of my lower or high expectations. And I can see this happen happening now with the Joker. When they first announced this movie, I already had low expectations because, as I said, the story was already told, and there was no need to add more stuff. The movie was completed, but they still decided to make the sequel. So I had low expectations, and then I heard about the Lady Gaga involvement in this movie, which lowered my expectations even more. And now I'm seeing people complaining about how bad this movie is. And right now, I don't think there is a way to lower my expectations even more. Because if I go watch the movie and there is sound, I will already be happy with it. And it will be a good movie for me. So also there is the musical aspect of it. I only discovered it was a musical, I believe it was 1 week ago, when I was watching one of the reviews of the movie, which was made by Esmo from Esmo Gold TV, and he complained about the movie being a musical, and he said he never watched a musical before. So it surprised him when he went to theaters and people started singing and dancing around the stage. And the problem is that I like musicals, not the cliche high school musicals, but there is some other things that I watched and I kinda like it, which is mainly La La Land and the King of the Show. I believe that's the name of the movie with Hugh Jackman. And I really liked those two. So this being a musical, I don't think it's gonna bother me that much. I believe if I didn't knew it was a music, it would be a bigger problem. If I went to theaters and I started watching the movie and I got and the movie surprised me with songs. So maybe I would not like if that happened, but I already got spoiled on that aspect, and I kind of don't really care that much about this being a musical or not. So yeah, as I said, I still didn't watch this movie. I don't think I will buy now, like on the next weeks. I'll wait for it to get to a streaming service or like a DVD release because I'm more of a watch movies at home guy. So yeah, I'll have to wait a little bit more so I can watch this and finally see if I was right or not. So I don't know. I'll just wait a couple months. I believe it's by the beginning of the next year. It should already be available for me to watch. So yeah, I'll do that and then I'll come back to this video and do a follow-up to see if I was right about my concerns and if I enjoyed but as things are going right now, I'm really starting to think how will at least find it tolerable to watch. So yeah, see you in the next one.